Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new live stream. The title of today's live stream is A Major Endorsement, a Shocking Proposal to House Migrants, and the Fight for House Majority. And the future of the House majority. And also, there's intense political fight going on right now, as you already know. We will be talking about all of that. But first, I would like to remind everyone that as you are joining the live stream, please introduce yourself in the live chat window. As I'm speaking, I will be monitoring the live chat window, so I'll be paying attention to the comments and questions that are coming in. I understand it's Friday night, and so people may be out and about, maybe watching a movie, hanging out with friends, spending time at the bar. But if you're like me, you're probably talking about political things happening in the country and around the world, social and political issues, both domestic and international. Michael Brown is here. Michael Brown, it is wonderful to see you. Wonderful to see you, Michael Brown. My friends, there will be some very important topics discussed during today's live stream. So please stay with me. Don't go anywhere. Michael Brown, welcome. Maybe what I will do is wait for maybe half a minute or a minute more and see and give time to more people for joining. Okay, I got the first thumbs up in this video. Thank you. If you're watching this, please give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not done so already. And then I'll be talking about a major endorsement, a shocking proposal to house migrants, and the future of the House majority. Very important things to discuss today, my friends. Michael Brown writes, thanks, my friend. Always glad to be here. Thank you, Michael, for supporting this channel. My friends, Trump has gotten many endorsements, we know that. But the latest endorsement that he received may actually be one of the very best. And if you are joining and you support Trump, then please write Trump 2024 in the live chat window, just like I wrote it. Trump 2024. Before I tell you the endorsement that Trump received, I just want to say a few more things. If you are like me, then you truly respect the men and women of law enforcement. I respect the men and women of law enforcement. I believe strongly, very strongly, I believe that we must support the men and women of law enforcement. A viewer writes, good evening, good evening. Michael Brown writes, Trump 2024. That's what I like to see. Overwhelming support for Trump. Mike Hunt writes, Harris 2024. Jeff writes, Harris 2024. All right, great. Hey, that's what's so great about this country, right? We are free to express our thoughts and opinions, our political views. So as much as I like to see Trump 2024, like a flood of Trump 2024 in the comment section, if you support Harris and you want to write Harris 2024, feel free to do that, okay? My friends, every day, law enforcement officers put their lives on the line to protect and serve the community. Without law enforcement, there would be chaos. There would be chaos without law enforcement. And law enforcement officers support Donald J. Trump. And I can share with you now the amazing endorsement that Donald Trump received. And this is breaking news. The Fraternal Order of Police has made the decision to endorse Donald Trump. Now, do you know that the Fraternal Order of Police is the nation's oldest and the largest police organization? Did you know that? If you did not, you know now. The Fraternal Order of Police is the country's oldest and the largest police organization, and the Fraternal Order of Police understands the importance of electing Donald J. Trump. My friends, this is September, still the first week of September. We got most of September left, and then we have the entire month of October. But this race is heating up every single day. The race for the White House is becoming more and more and more and more and more intense every single day. And this endorsement is going to make a big difference in the race for the White House. Trust me. The Democrats, they love the idea of defunding the police. You probably know that, right? Do you pay attention to politics? If you do, then I'm sure you know that the Democrats, they love the idea of defunding the police. Remember what happened in the last few years? There were so many calls for defunding the police in Democrat-run communities. Michael Brown writes, Harris wants to defund the police. That is correct, Michael Brown. Kamala Harris did say that she supports defunding the police, and I'm going to get to that. I have more to share. Jim is here. Hello, Jim. Thanks for joining. Open Eyes is here. That's great. Hey, please, if you're watching this, one way you can support this channel is to like this video. If you like this video, if you subscribe to my channel, then I get to reach more people. I see more viewers are coming. Great. It usually takes a few minutes for people to start, joining the live stream. Trevor is here. When I read Trevor's comment, it appears that Trevor supports Kamala Harris. That's okay, Trevor. I will be sharing some very important facts, and maybe your mind will change after listening to what I have to say. Maybe you'll start realizing that we have to vote for Donald J. Trump in order to make America great once again. So please, Trevor, stay tuned. Listen to me. Listen to what I have to say. And then you're free to make your own decision, Trevor. My friends, the Democrats love the idea of defunding the police. Remember what happened in the last few years? There were many calls for defunding the police in Democrat-run communities. Far-left politicians called for defunding the police. Jeff says, you lie. Jeff, I am not a liar, Jeff. I believe in the power of the truth. I believe in honesty, Jeff. I am not lying. It is sad to see that you think I'm lying, Jeff. What I am saying is the absolute truth, Jeff. I believe in the power of truth. So, Jeff, I'm sorry that you feel that way. You think I'm lying. I am not lying. My friends, I am telling you the truth. You can fact check me if you want. You can fact check me. Go ahead and fact check me. And you'll find out that I am telling you the truth. The Democrats love the idea of defunding the police. JS94 asks me in the live chat window, what are we talking about? JS94. We are talking about politics. We're talking about the future of the country. We are talking about the election season. We're talking about the November 2024 election that's coming up. We're talking about the awesome candidate that we have on the ballot named Donald J. Trump. And we're talking about Democrats, including Kamala Harris, and how much the Democrats love defunding the police. But we the freedom-loving Americans, we support the men and women of law enforcement. We support the men and women in blue. We bag the blue. We bag the badge. My friends, far-left politicians have called for defunding the police. How can we defund the police? How is that even possible? As I said earlier, without law enforcement, there will be chaos. There will be chaos. Trevor, what question do you want me to answer? What question? I support the men and women of law enforcement. I believe in law and order. I bag the badge. I bag the blue. I respect police officers. I support them. But the Democrats don't. Let's talk about Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris, the Democratic nominee for president. We have to talk about her. In the summer of 2020, let's go back a few years. Let's go back to 2020, and think about the summer of 2020. Kamala Harris expressed her support for redirecting resources from police to other areas of government. She said, we have to redirect resources. That is what Kamala Harris said. She said, we have to redirect resources. In short, it means defunding the police. That's Kamala's record. She supported defunding the police. Jax904 is here. Jax904 writes, Tossif, what's up? Jax904, I continue to spread the truth. I continue to talk about the importance of the November 2024 election. I continue to talk about Donald J. Trump, the great leader that we have. He needs to be elected again to the White House. Jax904, great to see that you're here. I'm going to read some comments. Mark Bishop writes, so many anti-American trolls in the chat. Jax904 writes, Trump 2024, brother. That's what I love to hear. JS94 writes, Trump 2024. Thank you. Overwhelming support for Trump. Let's do this. Let's write this again. Trump 2024. Make America great again. KTB is here. KTB, thank you for joining. By the way, if this is your first time, please subscribe and stay connected to my channel. I would appreciate that very, very much. As I said, Kamala Harris, she said this. She said we have to redirect resources. In short, it means defunding the police. She supported defunding the police. And let's talk about present day. The Fraternal Order of Police endorsed Trump because Trump is the law and order candidate. He is going to support the men and women of law enforcement. He already supports the men and women of law enforcement, but if he is elected president again, then we know for sure that Trump, as president, will be supporting the police. In fact, let me tell you this. Actually, let's talk about Kamala. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, will likely not provide the support that law enforcement agencies need. She's not going to support the police. She talked about redirecting resources. Can you imagine that? In fact, the Biden-Harris administration, they opened up the southern border, which resulted in the massive influx of migrants, illegal immigrants, including many criminal aliens, and that has made communities unsafe. And law enforcement officers are now dealing with the problems that are taking place in American communities as a result of illegal immigration. Illegal immigration. Look at New York. I talked about New York during my previous live stream. Just look at what's happening in New York. Many illegal immigrants are being arrested in New York for a wide variety of crimes that they are committing. More and more law enforcement resources are being used to address problems caused by the open border policy of the Biden-Harris administration. So the Fraternal Order of Police endorsed the right candidate, Donald J. Trump. Now, I'm going to ask you this question for you all. And then I'm going to pause and read your comments. Question: do you support the men and women of law enforcement? I asked that question. Just write yes if you support the men and women of law enforcement. Or you can write bag the badge, or bag the blue, or I respect the police, or I support the police. However you want to phrase it. Just answer the question, my friends. Notable writes yes. Sky's Dad writes yes. That guy writes yes. These are all usernames I'm reading. Michael Brown writes yes. Reuben Brown writes yes. Enormous support for the men and women of law enforcement. Jose writes no. Well, Jose, I'm not sure why you write no. Don't you support the men and women of law enforcement? Jose? We need to support the police, Jose. That guy writes, without police, it would be chaos. That's exactly what I said. Without police, there would be chaos. Jose said, I just said no. You said no? Reuben Brown writes, law and order. That's what I like to hear. That's what we need in society, law and order. Because without that, there's going to be chaos. Let me read some comments. Let me read some comments now. You can answer the question, new viewers, please subscribe. More people are tuning in. Great. More and more people are tuning in. As time goes by, more people will be joining. Please like this video and help me reach more people. Mark Bishop wrote, liberals ruin everything they touch. That's what we're seeing, Mark. That's what we're seeing. The liberals, they touch the economy. Look at what's happening in the economy. Inflation, supply chain problems, lots of problems. And then the liberals, they came to power in 2021 in the White House. And look what happened to the energy sector. Gas price went up, energy prices went up. And when liberals got involved in international relations, our relationship with our allies, with our global allies, started to weaken. Let me see more comments here. Living for You is here. Jared Thompson is here. Jared Thompson writes, back again, my friend. Jared, so wonderful to see that you're here. Thanks for supporting this channel. Thanks for participating. I hope you can stay and listen to the whole discussion and participate. And please like this video. Give it a thumbs up. I see 10 thumbs up, 10 likes, 11 just now. Let's get to 20, my friends. 9 more likes. Let's get to 20. I'm going to read your comments. Jared Thompson writes, let's go Trump. That's what I love to hear. Let's go Trump. Shane Richards writes, voting poll. Okay. Well, I can do a poll later on. That'd be great. But I can already see there's overwhelming support for the men and women of law enforcement. Jared Thompson writes, don't mess with Texas. Texas for Trump. We love Texas, Jared. And I've said this before, and you know this. I've said this before. We love Texas. Jeff writes, inflation is on the way down. Jeff, you wrote inflation is on the way down. Here's what happened. When Trump was in office, I'm going to use the example of gas price, okay? Because I can talk about so many other things. When Trump was in office, gas price was, I remember, it was less than $2 a gallon. But let's just say it was $2 or $2.20. When that was with Trump in office. When Biden came to power, gas price here in Wisconsin reached $5 a gallon. $5. It went from like $2 or $2.20 to $5 per gallon. And then it came down to $4. Then it came down to $3.50. And am I supposed to be happy? Am I supposed to be happy? So Biden took the price from here. This is the baseline, normal baseline. Biden took the price here and then brought it down here. Am I supposed to be happy? What about this gap here? So when you say inflation is going down, well, let me tell you, the suffering of the people, that's not being reduced. People are still struggling. Consumers are struggling. Consumers are having difficulty to make ends meet. American workers, they're working hard, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, earning paychecks, and still cannot make ends meet because expenses have gone up so significantly because of the Biden-Harris administration, their reckless spending, and the Democrats in Washington, all the mess that they have created. We are suffering because of the Democrats, okay? So you can say inflation's going down, but you know what? The strawberry jam that I used to pay $4 for went up to $7 and it's now down to $6. Am I supposed to be happy? Am I supposed to be happy that $4 the product that I bought for $4 went up to $7 and came down to $6? Oh, it came down from $7 to $6. Yay, let's be happy. No, I'm not happy because I remember the prices when Donald Trump was in office. I miss those prices. I miss that economy. I want those days back. Make America great again, once again. Make America great again, okay? We need to make America great again. We need Trump 2024. I'm going to vote for Trump. So here I am, writing again, Trump 2024. Make America great once again. And my friends, you can repeat that. Let's write, make America great once again. Let's flood the chat window with make America great once again. Let's do it, my friends. I'm going to read some comments now. Let's read some comments. That guy writes, make America great once again. Notable writes, make America great once again. Thank you. Thank you so much. That guy writes, cheese is nearly $10. Price of cheese has gone up too. Let's see. Jeff writes, gas prices, why don't you analyze the whole market? Well, we can go product after product after product. We can keep talking and we can talk about so many different products. Trust me, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. And we can be here for hours talking about all the products. This is why I tell people that, hey, you don't need to look at the data and the numbers. You as a consumer, when you go grocery shopping, you can tell if the prices are going down or not. And if the prices are going down, are they going down just a tiny little bit? Or are they going down enough to go back to the Donald Trump era prices. Okay, remember 2017, 2018, 2019. Now, I do understand that there's a normal pace of inflation. Prices go up very slowly, very steadily over time. But that's not the Biden-Harris economy. The Biden-Harris economy is one that shocked people because prices skyrocketed, okay? And gas prices, like here in Wisconsin, gas price is still like 3.3, $3.4 per gallon, which is really high. And I'm sure in California it's even higher. Let me see some comments here. Mark Bishop wrote the truth. Just read what Mark Bishop wrote. Mark Bishop wrote, everything is far more expensive. That is exactly what consumers feel. Mark Bishop writes, Biden-Harris have destroyed America. That's true. Created havoc in the economy. Yeah, that guy is talking about cheese, milk, eggs, butter. Exactly. Everything's going up in price. Everything has gone up in price and not going down enough. Okay, so, my friends, wonderful to see support for our great president, Donald Trump. Thank you. I'm going to share with you some shocking news. I'm going to talk about the border crisis here. But let me read some more comments. Bart45 writes, how are you doing, my friend? I'm doing well. Thank you so much. I'm doing well. Thank you. I will be doing great if Trump wins in November. Okay, then I'm going to be really, really happy. All right. So I see 13 likes on this video. Can we get to 20? Can you like this video? I know it's Friday night. Maybe not too many people are here. But let's get to 20 likes so that I can reach more people. Notable writes, do you think the dollar will crash? I cannot. Hard to answer that, Notable. Hard to answer that. Let's keep observing. I'm trying to pay attention to everything that's happening in the economy. Mark Bishop says, I like. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. So my friends, I'm going to share some shocking news with you. So get ready for this. Okay. We're going to talk about a new proposal that there is. Okay. Are you ready? Please pay attention. This is important. This is shocking. And if you are a freedom-loving American, you're not going to like what I'm about to tell you. You're not going to like it. When I first saw this news, I was so shocked. I could not believe what I was reading. So what I'm going to share with you is going to make you angry. It's going to make you sad. It's going to make you, you're not going to be happy. Let's just say that. So let me reveal that news to you. I saw this in the news that there is a proposal to house migrants. And this news is coming from Denver, Colorado. I've talked about Colorado before. Colorado's governor, Jared Polis, one of the absolute worst in the country. Okay, Kathy Hochul is the worst, but Jared Polis is kind of reaching for that title, the worst governor. Reportedly, a vacant elementary school building may be turned into a migrant shelter. Give me your reactions. Give me your reactions. This is news coming from Denver, Colorado. News from Denver, Colorado. A vacant elementary school building may be turned into a migrant shelter. Mario Delgado writes, I don't like this channel. Mario, you don't like this channel? Why not? Mario, how can I make this channel better? If you have constructive criticism, if you've got ideas you want to share, please do so. Mario is writing, I don't like this channel. Mario, that makes me sad. So please, how can I make this channel better? Share some ideas. Share some ideas, okay? Oh, I see message retracted. So Mario, you started liking this channel now? Maybe? I don't know. I'm going to wait for an update, Mario. I'm reading your comments. Neeraj is here. Neeraj, welcome. DG is here. Welcome, DG. Chris J is here. Welcome. I welcome you all, whether you agree with my viewpoints or you don't. You're still welcome to be here. Okay, you can be a conservative, you can be a liberal, an independent, Republican, Democrat, whatever. You are welcome to be here. One Love writes, evening. Good evening, One Love. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Please like this video. A vacant elementary school building may be turned into a migrant shelter in Denver, Colorado. This is the proposal. Do you know who the mayor of Denver is? Do you know the mayor of Denver? Write the name of the mayor of Denver if you know the name. And I'm going to tell you some more information here. G. White writes, who are you voting for? I'm voting for Trump. Trump 2024. That's who I'm voting for. Jeff writes, you guys don't talk issues. We don't talk issues. What are we doing here then, Jeff? Are we not talking issues? Thomas writes, Trump 2024. Judy writes, Trump 2024. Dasher writes, Trump 2024 with you. Thank you. Overwhelming support for Trump. Overwhelming support. Thank you. Jeff says, spreading lies. I'm not spreading lies, Jeff. I told you loud and clear that I believe in the power of truth. And for someone who believes in the power of truth, lies have no place. I asked a question. Who is the mayor of Denver? If you know that. One Love says Mike Johnston. Mike Johnston is the mayor of Denver. One of the worst mayors in America. Okay. I mean, Colorado has one of the worst governors in America. And then Denver, Colorado has one of the worst mayors in America. Although I think Brandon Johnson is the worst in Chicago. Mike Johnston, Democrat. A spokesman for Mayor Mike Johnston has said that the vacant elementary school building has been identified as a potential migrant shelter. Can you imagine what is happening in America? Can you imagine what's happening in America? This is unbelievable. A vacant elementary school building may soon be turned into a migrant shelter. I'm gonna pause here for a little bit. My throat's dry. I gotta drink some water. I'm going to read your comments too. Judy writes, look at San Francisco and Oakland. Exactly, Judy. California is a mess. You know, what a beautiful state, but absolute mess because of the Democrats and their policies. Judy asks a wonderful question. Judy is asking, why isn't it being used for homeless Americans? Exactly, Judy. And I've said this so many times, Judy. If you look at my old videos, not too old, like go back and look at my videos in the last few months, you will see that I've talked about housing homeless Americans. I mean, there are so many homeless Americans and homeless veterans who need help. And in addition to those who are already homeless, there are many American families who are at risk of homelessness. They are not homeless yet, but maybe financially they are at a point that they may end up being homeless. So those are the Americans who need help. But instead of helping American citizens, the Democrats, they are spending more and more and more taxpayer dollars on the migrants, on the illegal aliens, on the illegal immigrants, on those people who crossed the southern border illegally and they are here and they want free stuff. The illegal immigrants just want free stuff. Free food, free housing, free healthcare, free this, free that. More free, 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 free. But we know nothing in society is free. Somebody's paying for all the stuff. Who's paying for all the stuff? The American taxpayers. The American taxpayers. Thomas writes, homeless vets need help and yet we are housing illegal immigrants. Isn't that sad, Thomas? This is what Democrats are doing. Let me read some more comments. More comments here. Okay. Please keep the comments coming. I'm going to be reading the comments. I'm just one like short of 20 likes. So please like this video. There's a viewer who writes, vote for Trump. Absolutely. We got to vote for Trump. Leatherface. Leatherface is the name of the viewer who's here. Welcome. That guy writes, I'm all for immigration, but there's a legal way to come here. That's exactly what I say. We love legal immigration. We embrace legal immigrants, and we oppose illegal immigration. One Love writes 20. Yeah, I just crossed the 20 likes. Now it's 21. Let's see if we can get to 50. We had more than 50 likes last time. So maybe we'll get there. Who knows? The more you like this video, the more people I can reach. So please help me out. Help me reach more people. Richard Phillips is here. Richard, welcome. Dasher writes, I'm all for legal. Exactly. We support legal immigration, not illegal immigration. All right, my friends. The mayor's office, and I'm talking about the mayor of Denver, Colorado, Mayor Mike Johnston, who I said is one of the worst mayors in the country. The mayor's office is saying nothing is final and there is no paperwork. Nothing is final and there is no paperwork. No contract signed. That's what the mayor's office says. No contract signed. But we know that this is likely going to be taking place. The Democrats will use that vacant elementary school building for housing migrants. Don't forget, Denver is a sanctuary city. And what does that mean? It means that the city supports lawless migrants. Lawless migrants. The city supports lawless migrants. The city does not cooperate with ICE, which is Immigration and Customs Enforcement, also known as ICE. And you know what? And I've said this before, not during this live stream, but previous videos. I said that the Democrats, they like playing with words. So instead of calling these people illegal immigrants or illegal aliens, the Democrats call them newcomers. Can you believe that? Are they newcomers? They're not newcomers. They're illegal immigrants or illegal aliens, but the Democrats call them newcomers. They don't call them illegal aliens or illegal immigrants. On one hand, there are violent migrant gang members operating in Colorado. And Democrats in Denver want to house migrants in an empty elementary school. This is unbelievable. NM writes, you are the one playing with words. I am not the one playing with words. NM, let me tell you. Let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm doing, NM. I'm doing live stream videos. I try to do live stream videos every night. And in these videos, I share facts. I share data. I share accurate information. I share the truth. Okay? Okay? That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm sharing the truth, and I'm sharing facts. Okay? And whatever I'm saying, you can go and fact check me. There's no problem. There's no problem. DF is back. DF writes, this man got to America with DF. DF, I don't understand why you oppose me so much. Don't you appreciate someone who's telling the truth? And as I said, you can fact check me. You can go fact check me. You can go look up on the internet. You're gonna see news about this proposal to house migrants in a vacant elementary school building in Denver. Okay? All right. So I don't know why DF is expressing such strong disagreement, and I don't know. I don't know, DF. But I'm glad, DF, that you're here and you're tuned in. I appreciate you watching my video. And DF, please hit the like button, DF. Please like this video and share this video, okay, with your friends, family members, and your neighbors if you want to. No pressure. It's up to you. Michael Brown writes, they don't know how to fact check. Michael Brown. Okay. All right. DF is always talking about Bangladesh. Yes. Yes, I have mentioned this before, that I was born in Bangladesh. I was raised in Bangladesh. I came to the United States as a legal immigrant. Not like the folks who jump across the border, they cross the Rio Grande. No, not that way. Okay, I actually took a plane. Okay, so from the airport in Dhaka, I got on a plane. Okay, and it was a long journey. It was a long journey. Usually in a journey that long, there are transits. And you know the way I got to the US? Let me tell you how I got to the US. There was a nice big plane that came and landed in New York at the airport. Okay, and I got out of the plane. Okay, and then I picked up my luggage. Okay, then I exited the airport. That's how I got to the United States legally, as a legal immigrant. Okay, not by crossing the Rio Grande. Okay, let me just tell you that. I hope everyone understands what I just said. I came here legally. DF writes, you don't speak English. DF, what am I speaking? What am I saying? Am I not speaking in English? Okay. Let me ask you this question. Okay, answer this question. Am I speaking in English? My friends, please answer this, because DF is telling me you don't speak English, meaning I don't speak English. Right now, am I speaking in English? That guy writes yes. A viewer writes, you're speaking just fine. Mark Bishop writes, of course. Notable writes, yes. Thank you so very much. I feel relieved now because, when I read DF's comments, DF wrote, you don't speak English. I got confused for a minute. I was thinking, am I speaking in English or am I speaking some other language? And I'm thinking it's English. I just had to be sure. So I had to do that survey, and people are reassuring me that I'm speaking in English. So thank you so much. Now I feel great. Michael Brown writes, yes, very good English. Thank you, Michael Brown. I appreciate it. Okay. Thank you so much. So now that I am reassured that I'm speaking in English, okay, in spite of what DF just said, DF said, you don't speak English. No, I do speak English. Okay. And people have confirmed that what they are listening to is English. William Graham writes, yes, very clear English. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Thomas writes, very good English. Thank you. So I'm speaking in English. So regardless of what DF says, I'm going to continue speaking in English, okay? Freddie is here giving me the thumbs up. Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate it. If you're here for the first time, please subscribe and stay connected with me. Hit the like button. 22 likes already. Let's get to 50. I would appreciate that. All right. So, question. Wasn't that elementary school, the elementary school that uh, the officials in Denver are looking at for a possible migrant shelter, that elementary school, that building, that structure, wasn't the elementary school constructed with taxpayer dollars? Who paid for the doors and the windows and the walls and the painting and the plumbing for that building? I mean, it's a vacant elementary school building. So the building has ceiling, the building has roof, the building has walls and doors and windows and floor, plumbing, right? Paint on the wall. That building, yeah, that school building, that elementary school building, wasn't that built using taxpayer dollars? The American taxpayers? That building is now being looked at as a possible migrant shelter. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? That building, constructed with American taxpayer dollars, that building is now being considered for a migrant shelter in Colorado. And what's happening in Colorado? From Colorado, we're getting news reports of violent migrant gang members committing crimes, causing all kinds of problems. People are so afraid. People are so afraid in Colorado, especially in Aurora, Denver, that region. And this is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. This is happening in America. Let me read some comments, my friends. Oh, DF continues commenting. That's okay, DF. You can continue commenting. That's fine. I may not be able to respond to all your comments, DF. Vicky writes, I live here in Colorado. Vicky, would you share with us what you're seeing in Colorado? Are there lots of problems because of the migrants? That guy writes, there's a legal way to come, and there's a legal, let me see that comment. There's a legal way to come, and they're not doing it legally. Yeah, the illegal immigrants are not doing it legally, and that's why they're illegal immigrants. They just cross the Rio Grande, they just cross the border, and they expect all kinds of free stuff. The illegal immigrants, they cross the border, and they expect free stuff. Money, 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 everywhere. Free stuff, okay? But there's no free stuff. American taxpayers are paying for everything. Oh, Jeff is now blaming the GOP. Why are you blaming GOP, Jeff? Why are you blaming GOP? Laura is here. Laura, so wonderful to see you. Always wonderful to see Laura Floyd from Texas. Laura writes, right on, no free stuff. There should be no free stuff for the migrants. We should not give the migrants even a single dollar. Laura writes, good evening. Good evening, Laura. Always wonderful to see you. NM is calling me a liar again. NM, I'm not lying. I told you so many times, and if I just keep repeating, I'm just repeating then. Okay? I believe in the power of truth, NM. The power of truth. Truth is the most powerful thing, and that's what I believe in. And so you are saying I'm lying. I'm not lying. Okay? I'm telling the truth. I'm saying it loud and clear. I'm saying it on video. Come on, man. I'm saying it on video. And you can fact check me, okay? You can fact check me. Jeff is saying, "Oh, Jeff, you just don't like the GOP. I can see that." And NM writes, cite NM is writing, cite your sources. See, whatever information I'm giving you, why don't you just look for it on the internet? You're gonna find authentic, credible news sources. Okay, you're gonna find credible news sources. Let me read some more comments. Yeah, Thomas, what you wrote. Um, in Colorado, the violent migrant gang members are taking over apartment buildings. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Vicky is writing, the problem in Aurora is true. That's what I said. In Aurora, the violent migrant gang members, they are causing havoc. They are causing havoc. And they are taking over apartment buildings. This is unbelievable. It's happening in Colorado. And what is Jared Polis doing? Nothing. Governor Jared Polis is not fixing the problem. One of the worst governors. I can't decide now who's worse, Jared Polis or Kathy Hochul. I still think Kathy Hochul is the worst. But Jared Polis is like right there, number 2 maybe. Mark is asking me to ignore DF. Yeah, I may just ignore DF. I try not to ignore. I try to pay attention to everyone, but I guess that's what I have to do. Vicky writes, Polis is a true blue liberal. That's what he is. And he's a failed governor. Absolute failure as a governor, Jared Polis. All right. I'm going to talk about the House majority now, but before that, I'll take a little break because I have to read the comments. Okay, let's do one thing. I believe. Okay, I'm going to write something and let's see how many people support my views. I believe in securing the. Okay, I'm going to write this in short. I support border security. Okay, I just wrote, I support border security. If you agree with me, just write yes or just repeat what I wrote. Mark Bishop says yes. That guy says absolutely wonderful. I support border security. Denise writes yes. Denise, welcome back. Great to see you. Michael Brown writes yes. Vicky writes yes, yes. Laura Floyd writes yes. And Laura is in Texas. So Laura is seeing what's happening in Texas. But Texas has a great governor. That's the great thing. Texas has an amazing governor. So Laura, thanks for being here. Jeff writes, everyone wants border security. Well, thank you, Jeff. At least we agree on one thing, right? So, Jeff, you wrote everyone wants border security. Well, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. And that's why, Jeff, I'm saying that we must vote for Donald Trump because Donald Trump will secure the border. Kamala Harris is the border czar, but she has done nothing to secure the border. In fact, the Biden-Harris administration, they willfully opened up the border and they allowed all these illegal immigrants to come in. And that's why, Jeff, we need to elect Trump in 2024. Denise writes, Abbott is awesome. That is correct. Abbott is awesome. CEO is writing something very unkind about me. CEO, what does CEO mean? Are you the chief executive officer? Or is CEO just your initials? Or does it mean chief executive officer? Okay. CEO, I saw you write something that doesn't seem too kind. But that's okay, CEO. Hey, listen. When I do these live streams, I'm ready for all kinds of comments. Okay, you can support me, you can oppose me. That's all fine. Trust me, it doesn't bother me, because overwhelmingly I see most of the viewers here who are participating in the live chat, they are freedom-loving Americans, and seeing them, I am so energized, and I have so much of enthusiasm. A few harsh and unkind comments won't really bother me. Uh, Let me see some comments. Let me see more comments. More comments here. More comments are coming in. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. Please subscribe. Muhammad Alapsi writes, you talking about what? We're talking about a few different topics today. I talked about the fact that the Fraternal Order of Police endorsed Donald Trump for president. I'm talking about this new proposal in Colorado, in Denver, Colorado, a proposal to use a vacant elementary school building for migrant shelter. I've talked about that. And next I'm going to be talking about the House majority, okay? So lots of different things. My channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. So we talk about a lot of different things. So if this is your first time, please subscribe and stay connected with me. Okay. And I'm going to read more comments. So we are close to 1 hour into the live stream, and so far, more than 1,200 people have viewed, 1,200 viewers have come to this video. Okay. Right now, as of this moment, there are 28 people who are watching, but that number fluctuates every minute because some people will leave, some new people will come, so that number fluctuates. It says, see, it went up from 28 to 35, but a total of 1,200 people, more than 1,200 people have tuned in for this live stream so far. Thomas writes, subscribed. Thank you, Thomas. Muhammad writes, okay, my bro. Well, thanks for being here, Muhammad. Let's see. There's a viewer. I can't pronounce your name. The middle word is Van Acker. Asks me, Harris question mark. Well, if I don't know what you mean by Harris question mark, but I'm a Trump voter. I'm going to vote for Donald Trump in 2024. Notable rights, I haven't looked into it, and I don't believe what news you're talking about. Notable, are you addressing me, or maybe you're talking to someone else? Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. Let's see. DF writes, you're not from here. You are a visitor. I'm not a visitor. Hey, come on, man. I'm not a visitor. I'm not a visitor, okay? I am a naturalized U.S. citizen. How many times will I have to tell you that? I'm a naturalized American citizen. You want to watch my naturalization video? Okay, hold on. I'm going to get you that video, okay? Since you don't seem convinced, DF, you're calling me a visitor? I'm not a visitor. This is my home, the United States of America. Hold on. I'm gonna show you that video. Then maybe you'll believe me. Hold on. There you go. Video of my naturalization ceremony. I just subscribed. Okay. By the way, DF, I appreciate the fact that you are spending so much of time watching my video. So I appreciate that. That's a kind of support for me. Thank you. Laura Floyd, thank you for continuing to be here. I appreciate it. Vicky writes, people who are awake will vote for Trump. That is a great point. You know, we can't just stay asleep. We have to keep our eyes open. We have to look around. We have to hear. We have to see. We have to read. We have to pay attention and just analyze the things happening in society. And we have to make informed decisions. And so what Vicky said, hold on one second. What Vicky said, people who are awake will vote Trump. Yes, if you are awake, you're going to vote for Trump. Notable rights, mainstream news, no, I'm talking to you. Let's see. So notable, if I missed a question, will you write that again? Or are you asking me, do you think illegal immigrants will be able to vote? Okay, let me just answer that question. That's what the Democrats want. The Democrats want the illegal immigrants to be able to vote. That's your plan. The Democrats want to hold on to power. And because the American people are moving away from the Democratic Party, many Americans are leaving the Democratic Party. And so the Democrats, in order to stay in power, they need new voters. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. The Democrats want to create a pathway to citizenship for the illegal immigrants. You know, legal immigrants, they go through paperwork, they go through background check, they go through biometrics, they have lots of reporting requirements, they fill out forms, they do all of that work. And what the illegal immigrants do, they just cross the border. They cross the border, they come into the United States and they want free stuff. And the Democrats, they love the illegal immigrants and they want to give all kinds of benefits, all kinds of facilities, all kinds of stuff to the illegal immigrants paid for by American taxpayers. Okay? And so what the Democrats really want to do is to create a pathway to citizenship for the illegal immigrants. For all those people who cross the border, they cross the Rio Grande, they came in here, they don't respect our laws, they violated our nation's immigration laws, and those are the people that the Democrats love. And for those people, the Democrats want to create a pathway to citizenship. And I say that we can never allow that to happen. We can never allow that to happen. Jack says, look who's talking. Jack, are you referring to me? If I'm talking, my name is Tausif Anam. I'm the one talking. So Jack, welcome. Thank you for being here. Rob Carter is here. Rob Carter, I see your question. No, we must never allow illegal immigrants to have a pathway to citizenship. No. If somebody entered the country illegally, they must never have a pathway to citizenship. Never have a pathway to citizenship, okay? Chuck Schumer in 2022 proposed a pathway to citizenship for the illegals, and I wrote an op-ed, which was published in the Western Journal. I wrote an op-ed opposing that. I opposed that proposal, and now Elizabeth Warren recently said that Kamala Harris will make it happen, meaning Elizabeth Warren thinks and she believes that Kamala Harris will create a pathway to citizenship for the illegal immigrants. And that's why I say that we must vote for Trump 2024. We must vote for Donald Trump. Mark Bishop writes 100%. Thank you. Oh, DF just keeps writing. That's okay, DF. Denise writes Trump, Vance, RFK Jr., Tulsi, Vivek, Musk, etc. And then a heart. Great Americans. Ruru Mad, I came to the United States as a legal immigrant. Legal. You know, there's actually a difference between the words legal and illegal, okay? Let me just write that. So legal versus illegal. You see the spellings? Legal is spelled differently than illegal, okay? So I came to the United States as a legal immigrant. Legal starts with an L, not an I. And so I came to the US as a legal immigrant, and now I'm a naturalized US citizen. Let me read some comments, more comments here. I'm reading comments. Tim Jones writes, you're still an immigrant. Yes, I'm an immigrant and a naturalized US citizen. Okay, there's a difference between illegal and legal. I'm a legal immigrant. Tori is here. Tori, welcome. Tori writes, I love that people come here legally, looking for the old American dream. That is correct, Tori. We pursue the American dream. Thomas says, close the border. Vicky writes, yes, Thomas. DF, where are you from, DF? Where are you from, DF? I'm just curious. I've been responding to your comments, and I'm just wondering where you are from, DF. If you would just, and I call you DF. If you just write your first name, it's much easier to address you, DF. All right. Okay, my friends. Let's talk about Congress right now, because I have some things I want to share. My friends, the GOP right now has the majority in the House of Representatives, but that majority is very slim, actually. And I have been saying for a long time now that we have to grow the size of the Republican majority in the House of Representatives. And if the Republicans want to have strength in policymaking and in negotiations, then the Republicans must win more seats and grow the size of the majority in the House. Right now, the majority is razor thin. And let's talk about Wisconsin. We have some important races in Wisconsin. Okay, some House races, very important ones. I'm going to start with the 3rd Congressional District in Wisconsin, a congressional district that we are all paying attention to. Congressman Derek Van Orden, he's a Navy SEAL. Congressman Derek Van Orden is running for re-election from the 3rd Congressional District of Wisconsin. He's a Republican, and the seat that he now has in the 3rd Congressional District, that seat was held by a Democrat for a very long time. And when that Democrat, his name is Ron Kind, when Ron Kind decided not to seek re-election, Congressman Van Orden from the Republican Party won that seat, and Congressman Van Orden has represented that district really well. As I said, he's a Navy SEAL. But the Democrats are trying to capture that seat. Okay, they're trying to recapture it, and we must not allow that to happen. So in Wisconsin, this is going to be a race that people are going to be paying attention to. On election night, as the results come in, we will be watching the vote counts from the 3rd Congressional District of Wisconsin. We're going to be watching the results coming in for the 3rd Congressional District. So that is a district we're going to have to hold on to. We must hold on to that seat. We have to win this race and keep this seat in Republican control. Another seat that we will have to hold on to is the 1st Congressional District seat. Congressman Brian Stile of Wisconsin is the Republican who has the first congressional district seat. And prior to Brian Stile, Paul Ryan, who we all know, I'm sure, Speaker Paul Ryan used to represent the first congressional district of Wisconsin. And after Paul Ryan, Brian Stile became the elected official in that seat, Republican. And so I think that the first congressional district, that seat is safe in Republican control, but the Democrats are trying very hard to take over that district, okay? So we're going to look at that, and hopefully that seat will stay in Republican hands. Congressman Glenn Grothman, also another congressman, he does a fantastic job representing the people of the 6th congressional district of Wisconsin, and I think he's going to win re-election. Strongly believe that he's doing really well. He's great. Congressman Tom Tiffany is up in northern Wisconsin representing the 7th congressional district. It's a red district, and I think he will comfortably win re-election. Now let's talk about the 8th congressional district of Wisconsin, okay? This is in northeast Wisconsin. It is a very red district. It is a Trump district. That seat is now vacant. And do you know what happened there? Does anyone know about the 8th congressional district in Wisconsin? That seat was held by Mike Gallagher, whose name you may know. He has been in the news. So Mike Gallagher, Republican congressman, he used to be the congressman. He had that seat, the 8th congressional district seat, and then he decided to leave the House of Representatives. So that seat is vacant right now. 3 Republicans ran in a primary for that seat, and there was one primary winner. His name is Tony Weed. I think Tony Weed has a pretty good chance of winning the race, and it seems to be a safe Republican seat. But then again, we can never take anything for granted. We have to continue to work hard to hold on to the Republican seats that we had and to win more seats. And then Congressman Fitzgerald, he has the 5th congressional district seat. I think that's also a very safe Republican seat. And then now let's talk about 2 very challenging districts here in Wisconsin. The 4th congressional district and the 2nd congressional district. The 4th congressional district is in Milwaukee, and if you know anything about Milwaukee area, you know how deeply blue that area is. It's the blue area. The 2nd congressional district is where I live. The city of Madison, which is the state capital, that city, the city of Madison where I live, is in the 2nd congressional district, and Mark Pocan is the congressman in that district. So the 4th congressional district is in Democrat hands. The 2nd congressional district is in Democrat hands. And in the 2nd congressional district, we have a Republican candidate who's running, who won the primary and is now moving forward to the general election. But the 2nd congressional district is so blue. It's going to be a very challenging race for a Republican because, you look at the last cycle, 2022, Mark Pocan, the Democrat, got more than 70% of the votes in the general election from the 2nd congressional district. So now you understand, if a Democrat gets 70% of the votes in a district, you understand how blue that district is. So the 4th congressional district is heavily blue. The 2nd congressional district is heavily blue. But the rest of the state, the other congressional districts are, most of them seem to be safe Republican districts, but the 3rd congressional district is one where we will keep an eye on that because, for the future of the country, really, Congressman Derek Van Orden has to win re-election. Republican congressman has to win re-election in the 3rd congressional district. So supporting Congressman Van Orden definitely for that seat. So right now, the Republicans have 220 seats In the House, the Democrats have 211 seats and there are 4 vacancies. Angie Mitchell is here. Angie, welcome. Gain Schillis is here. Gain, welcome. Denise Stock has been here for a while. Denise, always wonderful to see you. Michael Brown is here, and others. Michael Brown has been participating in the live chat, so I appreciate that. Archer is here. Archer writes Trump 2024. That's great. Wonderful. Wonderful. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Let's do a poll, all right? Let's see. End poll. Okay, I gotta end this poll. This was not correct. Create a poll. Do you think the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate? Okay, I'm asking a poll question and you can all answer, all right? The question is, do you think the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate? And I'm talking about election 2024. Start poll. Yes or no? If you think right now the Republicans don't have the Senate majority, the Democrats have the Senate majority, but do you think the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate? Write yes or no. Okay, if you think the Republicans will regain the majority in the U.S. Senate, click yes. If you think the Republicans will not regain majority in the U.S. Senate, click no. Let's see what people think, okay? Angie writes, hey everyone, God bless you all. Thank you. Archer writes, I can tell you're a fun host. Thank you, Archer. Thank you. You know, we talk about a lot of serious stuff, right? Because I keep saying my channel is about social and political issues, both domestic and international. Think about it. Social issues, political issues, not just domestic, but also international. So obviously we talk a lot of serious stuff here, but then we need humor. We need to have some humor. We need to be cheerful, because when we are humorous, when we enjoy humor, when we try to be cheerful, then, you know, it generates positive energy. So I appreciate any humor, any jokes. Let's see. So thank you, Archer, for being here. Okay, question is, do you think the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate? You either vote yes or no. There are 21 votes in so far, with 62% yes, 38% no. I'll keep the poll open for as long as I'm doing the live stream, and then let's see what the final numbers are. Angie writes, I pray to God that they win the majority. Angie, by they, you mean the Republicans, I'm sure, right? Thank you, Angie. Angie writes, he's a true and fair man and a wonderful host. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? Your support and your kindness, you know, and your participation in the discussion, all of these combined give me the energy to do these live streams. Angie writes, I love your live toss. Thank you so much, Angie. Thank you. I appreciate it, Angie. It's because of all of you that I continue doing these live streams. I get the energy to do the live streams. Angie writes, yes, Republicans. Angie is praying so that the Republicans win the Senate majority. Jax904 writes, Toss, if I seriously look forward to your energy and positivity. Thank you so much, Jax904. 25 votes in. The question is, do you think the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate? The yes votes are 69% and no votes is 31%. Van Acker writes, it's 1 a.m. here. Where are you, Van Acker? Where are you tuning in from? I am in Wisconsin, which is in the central time zone. So I'm in central daylight time zone. So tell me where you are tuning in from. I'm just curious to know. Let's see. Michigan. You are in Michigan. Oh, great. That's wonderful. So in Michigan, it's 1:30, right? Angie writes, it's 10:30 here in British Columbia, Canada. Angie, you're from Canada. That's awesome. How's the weather in Canada today? I know British Columbia is beautiful. I know that British Columbia is beautiful. I have not been to British Columbia. I have been to Toronto. I've been to Toronto. I've not been to British Columbia. Angie writes, it's beautiful. Michael writes, I look forward to your live streams daily. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. And that's why, I try to do these live streams every single day. No matter what I'm doing during the day, how busy the day gets, I still try to do these live streams because when I see so many people tuning in, so many people participating and sharing their thoughts and comments, I get a lot of energy. Laura writes, me too, been to Toronto. I love cheese curds. Laura, if you love cheese curds, you have to visit Wisconsin, Laura. We have great cheese curds. I actually have cheese curds at home right now. I had a nice packet and it's almost over. I've just been eating cheese curds a lot. So I'm down to just a little bit, and then I'll get some more. Yeah. Denise writes, I've been to Alberta, Canada years ago. Beautiful. Canada is a beautiful country, no doubt. DF writes, Bangladesh is beautiful. DF, you are correct. Bangladesh is actually a very beautiful country. It's a country of rivers, lots of rivers. So thank you. Angie writes, I love cheese curds. The restaurant, uh, what restaurant is it? I guess I'm trying to, okay, let's see. Am I missing? My screen has an issue. Okay, I think I'm back. Yeah, Angie, I see you're writing. I love cheese curds. Cheese curds are awesome. Do you like the regular cheese curds or the fried cheese curds? I like the regular ones. Fried ones are good too. DF, what does that comment even mean, DF? I mean, guys, have you seen this comment from DF? Oh, DF. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, DF. What can I say? What can I say? Michael, thank you so much, Michael. I'm so glad you're here. And Michael, your support means a lot to me, and your participation is it's wonderful to have you here. Thanks for being here, and I hope, Michael, everything goes well. I see your comment, and I pray for your good health and speedy recovery, Michael. All right, my friend. Let me see the poll results here. Um, I'm going to see the poll results. My friends, if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe. The number of subscribers I have right now are 1,653. If I get 47 more subscribers, it'll be a nice number that I reach, which is 1,700, 1,700. Perhaps I can get 47 more subscribers to get to 1,700. If I can, that'd be great. I don't know if it's going to happen tonight, but please help me, get to 1,700. That'd be great. I try to reach more people. Mohammed writes, you have information about Yemen food? No, I don't know much about Yemen food. Okay. So I like Italian food. I like, the Indo-Pak region food. Pakistani dishes I like. I like American dishes, obviously. And at home, I cook Bangladeshi dishes because that's where I was born and raised. So I cook Bangladeshi food at home. Michael Brown writes, thank you, sir. Thank you, Michael. Thanks. Thank you for all your support. All right. So let's just review the question. So I asked the question, do you think the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate? 33 votes, 70% says yes, 30% says no. All right. Okay, let's do one thing. Let me ask you some questions. Do you think Donald Trump will win Pennsylvania? Do you think Donald Trump will win Pennsylvania? Laura writes, saag paneer and chai, delicious. Yeah. Saag paneer and chai. Yeah, those are, that's pretty good. And chai, I love chai. Okay, so if you look at the battleground states, okay, so Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arizona, the battleground states, Pennsylvania is going to be the biggest prize of election night because Pennsylvania has 19 electoral college votes. I am hoping and praying that Trump wins Pennsylvania, but let me ask you this question. Do you think Donald Trump will win Pennsylvania in November? Kim Smith is here. Kim, thank you for being here, Kim. Let's see. Kim, where are you tuning in from? Well, I have a Republican friend named Kim, so that's why I'm asking. Oh, Kim says Virginia. Okay. John Ross writes, Trump will win Pennsylvania. That's wonderful to hear. Michael Brown writes, yes. Let's see. John writes, I'm also Republican. I'm Republican too, John. You can tell, right? I'm Republican. Yeah, when I saw Kim Smith's name, I have a Republican friend here in Wisconsin with that who has the same name. So that's why I wanted to ask. Kim is from Virginia. DF is saying, have a great night. Well, you have a great night too, DF. Bye bye. Okay, I'm going to wait a couple more minutes. We have 44 votes. Um, uh, you know, it is important to win the White House. And as I discussed earlier, it is important to win, to grow the size of the majority, the Republican majority in the U.S. House of Representatives. But we also have to win the majority in the U.S. Senate. And that's why I asked the question, do you think the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate? 71% of the people said yes, 29% said no. That's 45 votes in. I may be ending the poll in a little bit, but it's still open, so people can still vote. All right. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up in a few minutes now, I think. My friends, it is so wonderful that you all are taking time away from your personal schedule, and you're tuning in. You tuned in on a Friday night, and we're now, at least based on the central time zone, we are in the early hours of Saturday, September 7th. So it's so wonderful to see uh, you deciding to spend time with me, chatting with me here, watching my video, sharing your thoughts, asking questions, and the positive energy that that I that I that I see here, the positive energy and the enthusiasm and the optimism. I'm truly thrilled. And I feel like when I do these live streams, I feel like it's a community that I have here, a community of freedom-loving Americans who want to see America as a peaceful and prosperous country, who want to make America great again. So it's really amazing. So we are past 1 hour 33 minutes. Uh, the poll just received 50 votes. Thank you so very much. I'm going to end the poll here. Let's check out the results. Okay, well, I'm going to keep it open for maybe 1 more minute. If you have not voted yet, and if you want to get your votes in the poll, please go ahead and vote. I would appreciate that. I'm gonna close it in a minute. But really, I am so grateful to have such a wonderful community of people who I'm getting to who I'm sharing my thoughts with, and who are chatting with me in the live chat. I'm truly blessed. I'm fortunate. I'm very grateful. So thank you, each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. I thank you all. And like I always say, people don't always have to agree with me. If you agree with me, great. If you don't, that's still okay. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in exercising my First Amendment right. So I really enjoy doing the live streams, and these live streams are possible because of each and every one of you, because you are tuning in, you're watching, you're chatting with me, you're supporting my channel. Simon says, I like this guy. Hi. Thank you, Simon. Thank you so very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. So thank you, my friends. I'm going to be ending the live stream. Let me end the poll here. I ended the poll. All right. So the poll results are 57 votes in. Let me write it down. I got a pen right here. So 57 votes. Oh, there's no ink in this one. I gotta get a different pen. I've got a desk here with lots of different pens. So 57 votes. All right, 57 votes in. And the results are yes votes are 71%, and no votes are 28%. Okay. And the question was, do you think the Republicans, I'm going to write it down in my notebook here for my own record here, will win. So the question was, do you think the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate? Okay, so let me repeat. Do you think the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate? 57 votes in, yes votes 71%, no votes 28%. So overwhelmingly, people think here, those who responded think that the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate. Laura writes, the poll didn't allow me to vote, but your vote is a yes. Well, sorry to hear that, Laura, but I'm documenting your vote. Thank you. So, my friends, it is wonderful to see the optimism. Just look at this poll. 71% of the people who responded to my poll today said that they think that the Republicans will win the majority in the U.S. Senate. So as I am concluding this live stream, I am feeling very optimistic, and thank you. The poll results make me even more optimistic. I appreciate it. So I'm going to be back again with more live stream videos. I will try to do a live stream every night. And if for some reason I'm not able to do a live stream on a given day, just stay connected to my channel, pay attention, subscribe, and you'll see announcement of a future live stream. So I'll try to do a live stream every day, but obviously I won't be able to do it every single day. If I miss a day, I'll definitely be back the next day or the day after. So thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will be back again with more videos and more live stream. I appreciate each and every one of you. You have a wonderful night. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.